So I'm back with another infield breakdown. So I'm going to be looking at a short little infield clip here. We're going to be talking about how to create kind of like a man to woman vibe in your day game interactions. So let's crack straight into it.
First time here, I can't speak and I understand, but now I can understand the people. And now I have working holiday visa. I went to Bali in February for a working holiday.
So already straight off the bat, by this point, obviously I've opened, transitioned, all that kind of thing, and I'm just kind of walking along. But you can kind of tell that day, I was feeling quite relaxed, quite grounded. And at this point in the interaction, I'm just kind of letting her talk, okay? And I'm just chilling, letting her talk. And this is big because in order for there to be that kind of man to woman kind of vibe, you need to allow women the space to invest in the conversation and to talk. Some guys, they speak way too much out of nerves, and so they don't give the woman any space to invest. So that's the first thing to notice here.
Now I have working holiday visa. I went to Bali in February for a working holiday. I came back in April. I had almost 2 months in Bali.
I love Bali. I was there like 6 months ago.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah. So another thing that's very important for that kind of man to woman vibe is having a downward inflection. So as she's talking, you'll hear me just kind of like acknowledging what she's saying, like, oh, that's nice. But it's kind of going down, right? Like, oh, I love Bali, okay? So none of it's like, oh, that's really interesting. Yeah, I love Bali. It's not like that. It's going like downward inflection. Now, another thing is when you just like make sounds without actual words, like, yeah. It sounds really fucking weird, but a lot of guys who are good at creating sexual tension with women, they almost have like a vocal fry going on, right? For anyone who knows what that is, it's like, yeah, like, yeah. So that's something you can experiment with. I know it sounds fucking cringy, but having that kind of sound in your voice kind of helps, okay? And you can just make sounds and kind of like acknowledge what she's saying without actually saying words. I know it sounds weird, but it does help. I was there like 6 months ago.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah. I was there like 6 months ago. So it's going down with the inflection. It's not like, oh, I was there 6 months ago, right? That's like people pleasing. You have very nice eyes, by the way.
Oh, thank you.
Like blue.
What is your name?
So here you can see that we were walking along and I was walking beside her, but then at a certain point I just like stop and then she follows. So the reason why I do this is because to create more tension, it helps to look her directly in the eyes, okay? If you're side by side, there's a limit to how much of that sexual tension you can really create. So I stop and then I look at her and then I'm sort of taking her in. And this is very important. And this is actually a big part of what creates that sexual tension in that man to woman vibe that no one talks about. But it's actually like being able to like take in and like enjoy a woman. That actually creates a certain energy. I know that sounds like far out, but it's like when you're able to look at her and really like appreciate and like take in her beauty and like enjoy her like feminine energy, that creates a certain feeling within you, and that feeling she will feel coming back at her. Like women want to be desired and appreciated, and that actually turns them on. So I'm doing that, like I'm taking her in, I'm like enjoying her feminine energy, and then I stop, and then I say, like, I love your eyes. Like, and when I say that, it's very real because I'm actually feeling those things. So it comes across, and then it has an impact. So we'll play it on from there. Like blue.
What is your name?
My name's Hudson. So you can see she starts kind of giggling when I say that, and it creates quite a bit of tension. My name's Hudson. Nice to meet you.
Sorry, what?
Hudson?
Hudson?
Yeah, Hudson.
Hudson. Okay. Very cool. Nice to meet
Friend,
you.
that's a nice name. So yeah, you kind of get the vibe of, you know, you can see there's a lot of like laughing and kind of giddiness. That's because of like the tension created by stopping. And again, you can hear in the tonality, there's a playfulness to it. It's not super serious. It's like even with the name exchange at the end, like, oh, that's a nice name, right? Like there's a kind of playfulness and enjoyment and like a, again, downward inflection. But it's kind of different to, you know, you could say this entire video where I've been breaking this down, you've probably, my tonality has been like a downward kind of inflection, because that's pretty natural. If you're going to teach something, you're going to have a downward inflection with the tonality. But the way I would refer to this kind of vibe with women, it's kind of like tender aggressive, right? And like the best guys with women are kind of like that, okay? They speak with the downward inflection, but they're not speaking in this really harsh kind of way. They're kind of softening their expression a little bit. Because women aren't like these like big, scary, like she's cute, you know? So why would you talk to her in this like really kind of harsh way? So you soften yourself when you speak to her, but you're still not sounding like held back and hesitant. You know, it's a bit different than that. You're like really enjoying speaking to her, and that like comes out in the tone. Anyway, I hope this breakdown has been useful. Don't forget to like and subscribe for more infield breakdowns. Peace.